Hey, what are you doing? What is it? Oh my goodness, there's a frog. How did you tree a frog in here? Come on, little guy. Good Lord. Come on. Come on, Froggy. A frog somehow got into the house, and my cat had the poor little guy treed. Silly frog. Come on, let's put you out. All right. Take two. Hey, what's up, people? Pizzal here, and today I want to talk to you guys about 1985's The New Kids, directed by Sean S. Cunningham. Now, this is partially going to be a review of the movie as well as a review of this new Mill Creek Entertainment Blu-ray release for the film. And The New Kids is a movie that I easily rented a dozen times growing up. It's the kind of movie that if I saw it playing on cable television, I would stop and watch it. I probably watched this movie, I can't tell you how many times before I finally took notice of the name of the director of The New Kids, and that name being Sean S. Cunningham, who directed, of course, Friday the 13th. Now, you guys, if you're familiar with my channel, you know I like the Friday the 13th movies just a little bit. So finding that out after having already seen the film several times just made The New Kids even nearer and dearer to my heart. Now, the movie is about this brother and sister named Lauren and Abby who, following a tragedy, move in with some relatives in Florida who run a really strange Christmas-themed amusement park. And being the new kids in school, they are privy to some bullying from the local thugs led by a young James Spader. However, these thugs, their idea of bullying consists of vandalism, arson, assault, sexual misconduct, and eventually attempted murder. And what can I say about The New Kids? This is just a really fun 80s thriller. As a matter of fact, it is very, very 80s. From the fashions on display in the film to the fact that the movie opens with a very 80s montage featuring Lauren and Abby training with their father, played by the Tom Atkins. So first and foremost, The New Kids has a pretty good cast going for it. Tom Atkins, he's only in the film for a short while, but you also have Lori Loughlin. You have Shannon Presby, who played Lauren. You have James Spader. You have a variety of other familiar faces in this film as well. So you've got a good cast. You've got some good acting. However, the southern accents from James Spader and his crew of ruffians could have used a little bit of work. That's just a minor qualm. And I've always really dug how this movie handled the bullying that takes place in the film. The movie is very down and dirty and gritty and just brutal when it comes to the bullying that takes place in this movie. And I also really dug the fact that the character of Lorne isn't your typical sort of good guy who is getting bullied, but he's not going to lower himself to the level of the bullies in order to get retribution. Lauren in this film is pretty much a badass. After a case of arson, he actually breaks into James Spader's character's house in the middle of the night, catches him in bed, ties him up, and holds a knife to his throat and tells him, if you ever do that again, if you ever bother me or my sister again, I will kill you. Now, James Spader does not take too kindly to this little home invasion, and the whole thing comes to a boil inside the Christmas-themed amusement park in which Lauren and Abby are being chased around by James Spader and his group of thugs who are all brandishing shotguns and are very much out for blood. And they've brought along with them their ravenous, bloodthirsty pit bull. In other words, the last act of this movie is really freaking cool. Now, the movie does have some shortcomings. I'm not sure if they're due to the fact that the screenplay wasn't quite polished or even quite completed before they started shooting the film, or if there's just a good chunk of this movie that hit the editing room floor. I'm not sure, but it kind of feels like there's parts of this movie that are missing, and that makes the film feel a little disjointed, particularly in the middle. Still, overall, I really like this film. I've been a fan of The New Kids for many years. I highly recommend it. If you've not seen it, go watch The New Kids. This Blu-ray from Mill Creek Entertainment would be a great way to introduce yourself to the film. If you're a fan of The New Kids, you definitely want to look into picking up this Blu-ray release from Mill Creek Entertainment and adding it to your collection. First, let's check out the presentation. We get this really cool retro VHS slipcase for the film. I love all of these Mill Creek Entertainment releases with this kind of slipcase. I know it's only a slipcase, but I love the VHS artwork here. The fact that you've got like the VHS coming out of it on the front and the back. I just dig that. The sleeve on the inside reveals some other artwork for the film. As far as picture quality and sound quality are concerned for this release, I was very pleasantly surprised with the transfer on this Blu-ray release. Now, the back of the Blu-ray doesn't say anything about an elaborate restoration or transfer, but I thought the picture quality on this release was very good. Now, I know the DVD release was basically just a VHS rip. This is definitely a big step up. Picture quality, again, I was very pleasantly surprised. I would give it a 4 out of 5. As far as the audio quality, I would give it a 3.5 out of 5. The movie looked very good. The movie sounded good. Yeah, as far as picture quality and sound quality are concerned, I was very pleasantly surprised with both on this release. As far as extras are concerned, there aren't any. Seriously, not even a trailer. This is a nice Blu-ray release for The New Kids from Mill Creek Entertainment. I dig the slipcases. I know it's just a slipcase, but I dig them. And again, I'm very pleasantly surprised with the picture quality and sound quality on this release. This is a huge step up from that old DVD release for The New Kids. Toss that thing out the window. Go pick this up. There are no extras on it, but this is a budget release. You can pick this up anywhere from $5 to $8. It's definitely worth it. If you've not seen The New Kids, again, I highly recommend it. Go check it out. This Blu-ray would be a great way to introduce yourself to the film. If you're a fan of the movie, chuck that old DVD out the window and go pick up this Blu-ray from Mill Creek Entertainment. I'll post a link to their website down in the description. Go over and check them out. If you've seen The New Kids, please let me know your thoughts on it down in the comment section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. Join the $1 a month club and help support my channel on Patreon. Thank you to my current patrons: Kevin Smythe, Orc145626, B-Movie Mike, Robert Sobel, Turi Delamore, Stephen Flanagan, Lori Holt, Craig Farrand, Farron Sutton, Jeremiah Lambert, Grindhouse Grotto, Derek Jana, Demon Waffles, Simon Clark, Stone Gassman, Zachary Barton, Lauren Dixon, James Welch, Eli Geisler, Jeff Overing, Pete Toll, Kyle McGuire, Jay the Stingray, Andrew McDonald, Dave Barnes, Jonathan Lundy, Chris Gonzalez, Trenton Bowser, Jason Breitenbach, Brandon Bisdick, Steak Sauce, OG Myers, Mark Striano, Jeff Gardner, and Travis Davis. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.